Hi everyone and welcome back to Mego Talk. So today I'm going to show you six, I believe it is, of the 14-inch Mego figures. And I have five of them in boxes and one that's not in a box. And actually I've taken this doll out already, as you can see, her figure. Some people call these dolls, some people call these figures. I don't get hung up on the word. So let's talk about this one first. And this, by the way, is the box for this one, which I really like the box. They did a good job on some of the art and showing some of the other possible figures. And that's always, to me, a great thing for a company to do. Imagine that. Um, so yeah, classic 14-inch figure, 14-point articulation. Unfortunately for this doll, to me, and I've heard other people say this as well, the face and or the head is the issue. Um, First of all, it's tilted. I mean, that's just not this one. They're all kind of seem to be tilted, or the ones I've seen, and the hair is not exactly full. It's kind of scrimpy, scrawny looking. Um, but I mean, if you just look at the face, it's just not that pleasing to the eye, I don't think. I don't know what it is, and I wish that this wasn't a painted on cow, So there's just multiple things I would have done differently. The figure, I can't get it to stand on its own. Some of them will, but of course with these boots that are sort of the high heel kind of boots, which makes sense, I guess, that's a bit of an issue too. I'm not thrilled with the coloring of this one. I would wish it would look like more like this, so that the cape and the outfit were the same color or similar instead of blue and black. And I'm not that familiar with the different looks of in this case Batgirl, but I just think that it looks a little odd. So this is definitely my least favorite of the ones I'm going to show you. So thought I'd start with her and get that out of the way. It does have the points of articulation, including the hands, the elbow, shoulder, and of course knees. Although they won't stay like that, she won't sit. She will not sit, by the way, and she won't stand. So that's kind of, if somebody has a new idea on that or a better idea, let me know. But I can't get her to stand, and when you sit her, she falls like that. So just really weird body. Should be able to at least sit without falling backwards. And maybe it's partially, see, I thought maybe because of this red piece, it was because of that. But no, it's just not doing it. So, anyway, that's Batgirl. Now let's move on to Batman himself, who I'm going to take out of this box. He's just temporarily in her box. I'm not sure why. But anyway, here's the Batman. Now, there's at least two versions I've seen of this. I mean, of Batman. There's this one, and there's another one that has a different head, and I think the coloring of the outfit is completely different. So I liked this one better, but the only thing, again, I don't like on this one is the head. To me, the head is too small for the body. It looks really weird proportionally, and I think hers at least is in proportion. But yeah, his not so much. It just seems weird. I like these capes, by the way, especially his. It's nice and big. Seems like pretty good fabric. It's almost bigger than he needs, but hey, that's okay. He can, you know, cover up real well, like when he wants to hide. So, um, but yeah, again, that's a painted on type or molded on type, and then painted cow. So obviously it's not removable. Um, he just has like the white eyes, which I'm not crazy about, but maybe that's, the way it's supposed to look. I just still don't like it. I do like his the structure of his body and the shape of his body. It's just really well done. So it's weird to have such a little head and then the body looks good. Look at those shoulders and compared to the head again. I mean, it's just kind of weird. And you'll see what I mean on some of these others that aren't like that. But yeah, this is again articulated. Of course, he's a little more muscular. And so, like this arm doesn't want to go all the way up. So I don't know if that's typical. This one goes all the way up like that. This one will not at the elbow. And maybe, no, I was going to say maybe it's turned the wrong way, but I turned it and it still wouldn't. So that's okay. It's not a big deal. Now his legs, again, do bend at the knee. And of course the legs can go out as well. He does, I have gotten him to stand no problem with these boots. Obviously these are a lot flatter, so it's easier for him to stand. So yeah, overall I do like this one, and I think they did a good job other than the size of the head. And I would prefer there be some eyes in there besides just the white. But I understand why they did that. I really do. Okay, moving on to his friend Superman in the Hall of Justice, or the Justice League. And let me get him out. Here's his box, by the way. And there are also, I believe, at least 2 versions of this one. Now here, by the way, is Batgirl. And if you notice here, she has even different coloring. So, you know, there are several looks. We're going to see Poison Ivy in a little bit too. It doesn't look anything like that. And Green Lantern. So yeah, they're all on here. And of course, like I said, the picture of Superman. These were still numbered at this time. So now the newer ones, I don't think they do that anymore. Okay, so here's this. And now let's hold him up compared to Batman for a minute. And I just think his head looks much more proportionally correct. But bottom line is I like the figures anyway. But yeah, I really like this one. I don't think I have any issues with him. I will say his cape is definitely smaller than Batman's. It's not as long and it's not as wide, but I think that's the way it was supposed to be. I notice his head is a little kind of separated here in the back. I'm not sure why, but it's not, doesn't seem to be overly loose. Let's see what his arms do with the articulation. Yeah, see, they both go up the same amount, go out. Somebody's holding him up with some kryptonite. By the way, he's coming up too. And he's got the red boots. You know, of course, these guys have very built legs. Makes sense. Broad chest. Big S. This is a little different than what I would have thought. This yellow part here in the middle. And I think their outfits all come off. They're Velcro in the back. I don't know how easy it is to get off, and I don't plan on taking them off anytime soon, so it's not going to be an issue for me. But and then, you know, as far as the bodies, some of them are really loose, like this. His isn't too bad, but I'm going to show you some that are pretty bad. Now, I'll show you how he stands. Let me move something here. Get him arranged right. And his arms, see, he's standing on his own. So yeah, it's pretty easy to get him to stand. He's not very loose. Okay, and then let's move on to probably my favorite in this group, which is why I wore this shirt today. That's the Flash. I think he has the most positives, and is the most well done. You know, the best look, best everything of the ones I've gotten so far. So here's the Flash. Of course, got the earpiece things, or the piece that go over his ears, and they're kind of like flashes and little wings in a way. And then of course the lightning bolt on his shirt. We both have that. So yeah, outfit looks really good. Body and head are in proportion. He moves the same. I mean, as far as articulation, he just looks very well proportioned and everything looks right. He stands very easily. And look at that face mold. I think that's the best face mold. Superman's is pretty good, but I don't know if this is supposed to look like anyone in particular as far as an actor or anything like that. I don't think so. But he just, to me, looks great. And I'm so glad I got this one. I mean, I got him even though he was in this box and it was damaged, as you can see down here. But I got a pretty good deal on him, even with the damaged box. It's crushed up here too. That's okay. You know, I'm going to use these for storage anyway, but it doesn't have to be perfect just for that purpose. And when I take them out, like I just did, you know, that's one way to not worry about the box. So, so yeah, here's what this looks like, and it shows the other Batman on here. This is Lex Luthor and the Joker. And I don't have any of these three. I don't know if I'm going to get them either. I guess we'll see, but right now I'm fine with the ones I have. So I didn't want this Batman. I wanted the one I showed you. I just like that one better myself. It's more like the Batman I was used to growing up on different shows and things. And the cartoons, some of the cartoons I watched. Okay, and then here's Green Lantern. By the way, I'll start with his box this time. And actually, I'm sorry, no, that's not right, because I don't have a box for him, so he's just temporarily borrowing Batman's. So actually, let me show you Batman's box, even though the Batman that came in here did not look like that. So, but I know there are two Batmans. By the way, here's the Flash on this side, so that's that box is for Batman, but Green Lantern is using it. Here he is. Now, he's got some issues for sure, and it's unfortunate because I wasn't aware of some of these issues. Like his outfit is very peeling, kind of, or this little balls of fabric. So I've tried to trim a little bit of that off, but he's also got where the fabric came loose here and one other place like that that I'm not seeing right now. Oh, here. There's a little tiny rip. But it's just the outfit is not in great shape. I trimmed the top of the white part here because it was like frizzed or fraying. Here's his head mold. I think that looks pretty good. He's quite loose. See that? So I'm going to look online and see if there's a way to fix this, like restring it or redo something that, you know, gets it back to a more like the Flash or somebody. It's much tighter. Now he will stand, but it's just really he could fall at any minute because of being so loose. So you got to get him just in the right. Now see that if I moved his hand or his arm, and he doesn't want to stand now. So you know he's just got to be just right for him to stay standing, or he falls forward or backwards. It's just unfortunate. I mean, I don't know why they do figures like this, and right from the start, they've got issues with the body. And I don't think collectors should have to fix brand new toys or figures. So I don't know why that happened, and I hope that they're going to fix it on these future 14-inch Megos. Does anybody know anything about that? Please let me know in the comments if you do. Overall, I still like this one a lot. You know, he doesn't have. I assume he came with a lantern, but if so, he didn't come with it. It was just loose. I bought him with no accessories, no box. So okay, and then the last one, which is the other female that I have. I don't have Wonder Woman yet, and I don't have Aquaman. I do want to get at least Aquaman and probably Wonder Woman. I got to find one that I like. So this is Poison Ivy, and here's her box, which, like I said, doesn't look like the outfit. And you know, I watched a video of a guy online whose name escapes me right now, but I really like his videos, the ones I've seen. And he pointed out that she's got a great head, but the outfit is not good, and I agree. Body is okay, but again, the head is out of proportion in my opinion. But it's still a great figure to have. So yeah, I have these four. And This is her box, as I said. Let me put that away. Put that down. And here she is, very, very orange hair. I'm not that familiar with this character, so I don't know how much she looks like the real one, but if you look at this picture, I mean, I guess the hair's similar color. Anyway, at least it's nice and full, unlike Batgirl, where that scrawny little stuff sticking out. I mean, I know she can't have a full head of hair like this because of the cowl, but I mean, she could have, it could be like this instead of what it is. So, you know, there's that. And then as far as her sanding, I've gotten her to sand, but again, it's difficult because of the female boots. She is well built, and she has, you know, interesting, the just the form of her body. I mean, trying to get it out here. Very muscular. I don't know if that's typical for the character in the drawings or anything, but yeah, this outfit definitely lacks, you know, and the boots I do like, by the way. They have that cutout in the back. So yeah, I like this doll, but or this figure, whichever you want to call it. But I agree that the head is better than the bodies, and especially the outfit. But this is Poison Ivy, so yeah. I think overall she's pretty good. So, what do I think in general of this series so far? That the ones I have, I think it's a mixed bag. I'm glad they did them. I'm glad I didn't pay full price for most of them because of the body issue. Now, like I said, the Flash does not have a body issue, and I think he's newer, so he stands up very easily, and he's definitely to me the star of this group of six right here. Superman, I think, is really good as well. I think to me those are the two best figures in this group of six right here. So, what do you guys think? What are your favorites, and how is the 14-inch line doing? I mean, you guys, have you heard much about what's going to happen as far as 14-inch? I know they're continuing it, but how are the sales? So let me know if you know, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you on the next Mego Talk.